All right, so we're doing our podcast. I look like one of those guys that is going to be in the Bonnie Rotten films.
Oh gosh, is that her? I don't think that's her name.
Bonnie Rotten's our name?
No,
that was another porn
that's
star.
another porn star from the 90s.
Jesus Christ. All right, well, we're doing a podcast because I didn't want to have AI be our podcast people anymore, even though it sounded really good, and then I saw someone else was doing it that makes my skin curl. So, what happened this weekend?
I don't know what happened this weekend.
I don't know. This is why I had a little drink before.
Nothing too exciting, I don't think.
So I came back from Detroit. I did 5 hours drive there, which everyone always asks me. They're like, why? I thought you don't drive. And I'm like, well, this is the one time I did. And then I ran out of gas on the way there.
That sounds about right.
Why?
Because you're terrible at driving. And
I'm not terrible at driving.
You're very, you drive very poorly.
How do I drive very poorly?
You stop in the middle of the road. You look at things.
Yeah.
There's people behind you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't agree with you.
Yeah. Well,
yeah.
You do. And you running out of gas it tracks.
I'm never gonna be able to live that one down. No. Told the guy that I said I'm not gonna be able to live. I can't because the next time that I try to push it with you, you're gonna be like, no, remember that time?
Yeah. Because every single time I stop at a gas station, I always get gas regardless.
Yeah?
Yeah.
No, you always leave it up for me to do it.
If I'm driving by myself, yes. Yeah.
Well, you're going to be, just like you are the worst actress, you're going to be the worst podcast co-host.
I'm terrible, aren't I?
You're made for this, but you're going to be horrible.
Yeah.
Why don't you ask me about what happened in Detroit?
How was it?
It was good.
Yeah?
It was fun. I got cut off at the bar.
Yeah, I know. I was on the phone with you when that happened.
Yeah? Mm-hmm. What did you think when you heard that?
I said, thank you.
Yeah?
It's about time. I don't think that's ever happened.
It's never happened in any place I've ever been.
Yeah.
And I spent $2,000 there, and we had a spiz session with the great Dr. Amanda from Chiro Moguls. She was fire. She's such a shark about, especially insurance stuff, and they have such intricacies in Michigan with the insurance, and a couple new faces I never met, a couple old faces from...
Were the new faces from the...
reach out that you did?
Oh,
yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, high five.
Nice.
Good job. That you were pretty good on.
Yeah.
And you guys are going to just see inside our home, which we're trying to get out of somehow. And our light turns off because it's low battery.
Why do I look so pale?
So, see how much battery... Okay, so there's no battery left on this. Okay. So, we're going to just go shits for giggles here. And everything will be... because you just got to get your first one done. The lighting's not that great.
This doesn't...
No, that makes it worse.
Well, we had this beautiful ceiling fan installed, and I picked it out. And I had, electricians come, and now it doesn't work, and we don't know how to...
That AI camera now moved.
We don't know how to fix it.
So, I gotta learn all this new stuff. Okay, so... I gotta get the studio actually set up somehow.
Well, we can turn upstairs.
Come closer to me.
I think you just... There you go.
Well, okay, we're gonna try this.
And this is down. I think
that
this
has
needs
nothing to do with it.
I know, but the angle is making me look so crazy. Well, but I'm just gonna go. I'm just gonna flow with you on this one. But yeah, we can't be looking down. This looks.
I'm not looking down. I'm looking at the camera.
Is that where you're supposed to look? Okay.
She told me she did modeling before.
Yeah, when I was younger, my 20s.
Did they not have you look at the camera?
I guess they did, but people are standing and I'm looking down, which is just very unattractive. But
well, let me try to get this camera back over here. Come back over to me. Come back over to me. I think I gotta turn off the one touch or something on this. This is, let me see. I think that might solve it. Okay. So, oh, it's just not, I don't know what I'm doing here. Okay, that has nothing to do with it. Okay. You're going to keep moving that. Mm-hmm. It has nothing to do with it.
Okay.
So, come closer.
Yeah, the more I come closer to you, the more it moves, honey. So
But maybe I go.
It's moving back and forth.
Okay. That's right. Okay, perfect. Right
Okay.
there. Okay, so Amanda was electric. We had another shitty thing with camera people. I guess I'm not meant to be on camera or have camera people do stuff. Although we dropped
What do you mean another?
Well, it wasn't another. I've only had good times with camera people so far. Corey's been amazing. Corey did our YouTube ad, Facebook YouTube ad. We're running it as a Facebook ad right now. It's comedy ads. And the proof is in the pudding because I'm getting tons and tons of leads. And I'm really excited about that. And yeah, it's going to be badass. So Corey is a great film guy, great editor. But I had a horrible experience with the guy that you picked up in Detroit. It was short notice.
Yeah.
And guy's energy was just low. And
that was his employee. I think that he would.
Yeah, so this is a lesson for docs that are scaling out. Like, you got to inspect what you expect, and you should be doing regular audits and mystery shops and getting feedback from your people. Because the dude was so grateful for me telling him, like, okay, this is what's going on, and this is what happened, and dude wasn't adaptable. We had a smaller turnout than I was looking at numbers wise, but still a great turnout for a pop up, and everyone wants to do it again. But big lesson for docs who have associates, and yeah, so now we're here and we watched. How did you like the experience of filming the ad?
I was terrible.
Yeah, why were you so bad?
I'm just not good in front of the camera. I'm the only one that can take my photo.
Yeah,
I'm the one that can angle myself. I don't know what it is, but speaking into, I don't even know where to look. Yeah,
Camera.
I know. I'm terrible. Like I said, I'm terrible at this kind of stuff.
The camera's supposed to go, if you go a little bit over here, yeah.
I should just keep my hand over here.
Yeah. Well, you gotta like move it over this way.
I know. We shouldn't have to do that.
Okay. Well, we're figuring this
Yeah,
out.
but the ad was great. The kids were great. Everybody did a really good job. It's really funny.
Feedback's been tremendous on it. And we also, so I drove back the next day, hung over as fuck. Did calls in the car, had great closeout calls with some people. End of the week, well. Really excited. I'm going to be heading down to Austin, Texas to film one of these comedy ads with Scott Sweeney, one of my longest term peeps. Brilliant dude.
I love Scott.
Why do you love Scott?
He's just so kind, and he just is so welcoming and warm. And he'll just sit there. He's like always just sits and chats with me.
Yeah.
And he just,
Because you're boring.
I'm boring now.
It's so boring. All we do is talk about our kids.
I'm a little boring. I think I've also become uptight in this age.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why. Mm-hmm. I mean, I grew up the most wildest childhood ever.
I think that's bullshit. Now you tell me that. Nope, I don't think so.
Yeah, but I'm very boring now.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm okay with it.
Okay.
Yeah. Fine.
Well, I went to church today, and the church sermon was great. It was about why we have to put our armor on from God for when we want to battle. You guys didn't come with me for church because you guys are not good people.
You walked out of the shower and said you are going to church and didn't tell anybody.
Yeah. So that's how things go.
So you're the bad person.
I'm the bad human being here.
Yeah.
And then we were going to go to the Strawberry Festival, and we decided not to. And
we drove halfway there and then flipped a bitch in the street, and then we're going to go look at houses in Zionsville.
Trying to get our kids into good schools here. I'm going to go over her face, and I push this over here. I think big thing. So I came from Detroit. We're going to be heading to London in a couple weeks. Are you excited about that?
I'm so excited.
Why are you excited?
Because I can't wait to have some time with you. Us and be tourists around town and drag you to all these places.
So that was the biggest thing from, I think we had a big talk on Thursday night's biz session about what everyone's feeling, and I think the feeling is beyond burnout. And everyone's beyond burnout, and I think we've all done me included, telling my clients I didn't practice what I preached for the last 2 years. 2 years, for 2 years we did really great with coordinating our vacation time off. Yeah. And then I did my mastermind, and it's just been a blur since January. And I've been on the road more, and I've been going to shows more and events, and we went to Parker together. Mm-hmm. I'm trying to integrate stuff in. But the burnout is starting to happen. And I see it in a lot of people, and I think that we're doing a good job now of getting our stuff back on track. And so that's what I tell my peeps is you got to get your secret super selfish rewards. I haven't done secret super selfish rewards. I haven't bought myself a new pair of Gucci's.
Yeah.
I put all my money back into investing in my business this year, which is, you know, we've always been investing in our business, but I haven't personally done secret selfish times. I have done the secret selfish Molly weekends. Your sister got upset about us talking about Molly at first, or no?
I think the K.
The K.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're doing a lot of K around here.
No, we are not.
Have the camera come back to you. Go. There we go. Keep going. Keep pushing it over there. And you move like over there, like a left hand. Like a traffic signal. That's not working.
No.
Okay. So there's that beautiful ceiling fan. Oh, well, there we go. That's awesome. How's that? There we go.
Okay.
Why didn't what was she worried about the K? You didn't even like K.
No, she just because of drugs and, you know.
Okay.
You know why. Yeah, you know.
Okay.
Yeah. So.
Thanks for sharing, Kat.
Our lots of, addicts, and, there was addicts in our family. So that's not something that anyone's comfortable talking about in a freeing, Do you
want to put a mask on?
No.
I'm not afraid to talk about drugs. We talked about drugs in my documentary a lot.
You did, yeah.
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 So, what?
Well, you are more comfortable talking about drugs because you've never had drug addicts in your family. I have a lot of drug addicts and alcoholics in my family. So to talk about these things in a way of doing them on the weekend for fun is not something that anybody in my family is comfortable talking about. That's why we put them in the cage.
Yeah. Well, I remember when I told my father I am a drug addict in my 20s, he said the most powerful words you can say is I am. And this is a lesson today in church. I am as God. You can't say you're a drug. Like you can't manifest and create that energy. So I just like to enjoy recreational drugs. But I don't like to enjoy them as much anymore.
Yeah, because you're getting older and you're feeling that.
Yeah? Mm-hmm. And you're not fun?
Yeah, I'm not something that I find fun.
Okay. Well, so big theme of this week is burnout and battles. We're heading into the second half of the year, and my recommendation is that you get your secret super selfish stuff on your calendar. You invest in yourself selfishly for rewards. You got to neuroprogram those rewards, and you got to plan out your shit. So let's try to do some news, and we'll close this out. I'm gonna have you read some news, Kat. Here you go. And you can read right from the phone. This is going to be right up your alley. So we go to Safari there.
Jeez. Trial for Decanter chiropractor accused of poisoning his wife.
Okay, slow down a little bit.
Okay. Trial for Decanter chiropractor accused of poisoning wife to begin Monday.
Okay. Tell me more about what's going on.
So he is a chiropractor in Decanter, and he's accused of attempting murder on his wife.
God, why would he want to murder? What does she do? What did she say to him?
I don't know.
She probably told him where to park.
He's 36, attempted murder. So she's alive.
Oh, she is?
Well,
Good.
It's attempted. I'm assuming she
Okay.
was alive, so she was probably able to call 911 or something.
How do you try to kill her?
Oh, trying to poison her. With lead from a construction project. So he looks like a really nice guy, though. So that's the scary thing about it.
Well, most chiropractors look like really nice guys, but behind the scenes,
and
then behind the scenes, they're pieces of shit.
They always look like really nice people.
Yeah.
So yeah. So she got an X-ray at the hospital. Showed substance. Didn't appear to have been there too long. General Hospital.
Well, this is a thing that you don't know about, but you're going to learn about. Hold on.
Sorry.
We got to go back. There's a lot of crime there's a lot of crimes of passion in chiropractic.
I can see that.
And
they're very physical people.
There's a lot of touchy stuff.
Obviously, yes.
So there's always going to be one of those. Here's the next one that's going on.
Sarah's been going to a chiropractor, and Harper had to come the other day, and she told me this story this morning, and she said that when she walked out, because Harper got to sit inside, And she walked out. Harper was like, I know you were trying to do freaky things with him. And she's like,
Harper said that?
Yeah, she's like, no, he's supposed to touch me there.
Christ. This is a good one. What's this one?
Felony charges filed against
Great week for chiropractic.
Raleigh man.
I got a guy out in Raleigh, thanks to Glenn, thanks to referral from Glenn Jaffe, who's now coaching with one of my growth coordinators, Dr. Taylor, who's in Raleigh. Young dude who absolutely phenomenal. So Raleigh, you got one less competitor there. Awesome.
Oh yeah. So Raleigh man accused of running a fake chiropractic business. Oh my gosh. You can really hurt somebody.
He might have been good.
Oh yeah, or he
What
might
else?
have been good. Yeah, so sorry, I take that back. He might have been really good. He's 66. So this was his first arrest, misdemeanor. Wait, what? Wait, hold on. Of sexual battery and practicing medicine without a license. Okay. So
Want to fill us in?
yeah, so he was charged with felony offenses of second-degree forced sex offense and attempted second-degree forced sex offense, along with another sexual battery charge, according to the warrant. Wow, this guy's awful.
Why do you have to fake to be a chiropractor? Why couldn't you fake to be a neurosurgeon?
I don't know.
That's bad for us. So again, hopefully in the show we're going to do just real talk behind the scenes. I'm trying to bring back a little Howard Stern. So we started with porn star stuff. And I told my wife it's going to get funky and weird, which she's not excited about. But raw truth. Because the first battle line defense in anything that was from church day is telling the truth. You got to tell the truth and not be righteous for yourself, but be righteous for God. But anyways, there's a lot of this kind of shit that happens in our profession. It's going to be exciting for you every week.
Yeah.
Here's the last article. This is another good one. We're going with heavy negative energy today.
Okay. I almost died after my chiropractor tore an artery while cracking my neck. Wow. Okay.
So every year there's pushes and seasons where the media, now they're getting influencers to do these there's no validity in this. And here's the other thing I used to say for chiropractors.
Could that even happen?
No. The proof is it's not proven that happens.
Yeah.
So yeah. Well, this is our first attempt, and I think we did awful. But that's the first time we have to get ready.
So bad.
So
I was like, let's just do it. Fine. He's like, do you want to get ready and maybe do your hair? I'm like, I'm trying to be comfortable with just this as well, with just being,
Yeah. Well, I'm excited about this summer. I'm excited about go see Oasis, take a week off. Have people signing up for my growth coordinators out there.
I hope I don't get pee on me.
I hope. Oh, that's a big thing. So what'd you learn?
I have been freaking out ever since you told me. Yeah. And I literally was telling you this morning I was not going.
Yeah,
I was not, because I'm not getting pee on me.
What's the deal?
That at Oasis concerts, people throw cups of pee on you. And I thought, okay, maybe it'll happen, and then maybe if it does, I'm bringing a poncho. And then I thought, okay, if I'm wearing a poncho, people are going to throw pee on me more. And then I just told him I'm not going. There's no way I can have pee on me, and there's something wrong with you if you are okay with that. And then he told me it was a joke. I think I'm still going to bring a poncho just in case.
Yeah, that's going to be gross. But I'm excited for that, and I'm excited for my growth coordinators that we're scaling out. So if you're going to be more repulsed by me now than ever, don't worry, we got some amazing growth coordinators like Ella Quill, who you won't be disgusted by.
I love her.
Tammy Jaffe, who's amazing. And I think I'm going to close out with a sponsor, and I want to talk a sponsor partner. And I want to talk about Mark. You met Mark at Mark Yeager, who is the wild, crazy scientist behind the scenes chiropractor up in Canada, who has created the Hydrowave, which is a competitor to Softwave and Shockwave.
Oh, interesting.
And here's the really cool thing is not only does it produce and get better results, but it's more cost effective because you don't have to buy replaceables with it. So I'm super stoked for him and super stoked for our industry with getting better technology out there. So you can check out the link in the show notes wherever you see this. And thanks, babe, for doing this with me. Are you excited to do the next one?
No.
It's gonna get worse before it gets better.